Hey, you're muted, buddy.
You gotta love the internet. It's actually, for me, it was frozen on the Collectable Past screen for a while. I was like, oh boy.
Oh man,
There's a hell of a play going on. CenturyLink, yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, CenturyLink. You suck. So what's going on, Lasso of Truth? Hale, good to see you. God, wow, this is really bad. Like, I'm clicking on this and it's showing up like 2 or 3 seconds later. Chris Fist, what's going on? Oh, you gotta love this delay stuff. Oh, this is great. This is going to mess me up the entire show. We probably won't run a very long show tonight. Vinnie is still feeling a little bit under the weather, unfortunately, and I am having difficulties with these idiots who supposedly provide internet service. But we're still here to talk about some good franchises that we've run across and companies that are doing it right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm sort of kind of back-ish. Oh man, yeah, the coof has been bad. But hello, everyone in chat.
I tell you what, and it's. Oh, I'm sorry. See, it's a delay. This is going to mess us up the entire time. This is horrible. Hell, lovely Sherry, welcome. Yeah, but it's like everything, though. It's not just stuff that you're picking up at the store. It's things like the internet. Like, everything has been wonky. Oh
yeah, these are bad agendas driven by the left, and yeah, they're hurting everything right now. It's just what's happening, dude.
It's absolutely nuts. It's driving me crazy. But I actually went out and one of the things that I just recently picked up is I picked up some of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Cobra Kai, and I was actually hoping to get that upload done today. But unfortunately, up until that point, the internet was running good. The minute I tried to upload that to StreamYards, that's when everything started going wonky for me. I even tried to exit StreamYards, come back in. It's still acting up on me for some reason. I don't know why. But I will be bringing that one next week with maybe a few other surprises. Maybe we will wind up having a special guest next week, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. If your internet's still messed up, I could try to host it next Thursday. But you let me know.
Oh, I definitely will. I will.
Cool.
Yeah, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Chris is right.
What's going on, Parrothead?
What's up, brother?
And Wookie, what up, Wookie? RR, good to see you. Special booster show. Yeah, it feels like the booster show for me because everything is slow. It's horrible. So I want to start off. One of the things I actually picked up is something that really wasn't profound, but I felt like they paid enough respect to the older stuff that it was worth mentioning here on Collectable Past.
Right.
And that's going to be from the Masters of the Universe. It's not one of the regular figures. This is actually something a little bit different. Something I normally wouldn't pick up. So I'm just going to run the clip. Hopefully the clip doesn't slow me down. When the clip ends, Vin, if you want to start talking first, because I won't know when the clip actually ends.
You got it.
All right, here we go.
And the Masters of the Universe.
So today I'm going to be discussing some of these little tiny figures that I picked up. Now these ones do not cost much at all, and normally I wouldn't pick up these dollar store boneyard picks, but these ones actually do not look half bad. Of course, I got Orko, I picked up Man-at-Arms, He-Man, Merman, and Skeletor. For tiny little dollar store figures, these ones do not look half bad, and they are actually by Mattel too, to boot. Which actually leads into one other thing. Yes, you know what? Some of these dollar store toys, they are by the legitimate companies now. It's not like the old days.
Those actually do look really damn cool. I haven't seen them yet myself, but again, I've been sick for 2 weeks practically here, and yet no boosters No shots. Fuck them. I'd
Nice.
probably be like Bob Saget right now if I did. That guy
Holy crap.
he got his boosters.
I think it's working right again, Vin.
Oh, all right, cool, excellent.
Look at that. Like, yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me. And it's coming. Oh, man. Nice.
All right, we can actually have a conversation.
Maybe that's all I needed to do. I just needed to run a clip. What's going on, Shellback?
But you ran an intro. Oh, shit.
Fauci is a special. Oh, no.
No.
You're wrong, Perry. You're wrong.
wrong.
You're wrong.
Rand Paul's going to be our special guest. No, okay.
Oh, that would be interesting. Could you imagine having somebody like that on?
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. He's like, where the hell am I? You've been kidnapped, and you're going to have a conversation with us about toys.
I know, right? No, I seen those though, and I was impressed by them. I was like shocked. I was like, holy crap, they actually don't look half bad. Because usually you see those little non-postable figures, and they look iffy 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, but no, those are good. The quality is pretty damn good on them, and those poses actually were nice.
I know they legit look decent.
Yeah, they're usually like more static kind of and boring, but yeah, no, that look good.
Oh, look at that, Chris. My sister got me the He-Man and Skeletor from that series for my birthday a couple months back. I still have them in their packages. Very nice.
Very cool. Excellent, man.
Hey, what's going on, CJH?
Hey, hello.
Canada has fallen. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
No boosters.
Nope.
There's always more boosters.
Boosters are not science. They're science fiction.
Hasta la vista, baby. Stop worrying about your freedom. Just boost it.
Yeah, it's true, man. He took his and kaput. It destroys the immune system. And then
Yes,
it
it
has
does.
allegedly. Actually, there's science to back it up and fucking proof, so it's not allegedly.
That's because I am the science.
I am the science.
Boy, I'll be glad when you get over this cold.
Oh my god, tell me about it. I'm gonna go off on that motherfucker. Sorry.
Well, that's all right. I have one I'm going to be doing for Alec Baldwin, a nice little hit piece on him and some of the stupidity he had in that little mini video.
Oh my, with the Splendor?
Oh, I got something for him. Something for him.
Shit, man. When I saw that, I'm like, are they kidding? This is for real. We're gonna find the culprit. I'm lifting every stone. We're gonna find the man who killed her. It was you with a gun on set with eyewitnesses. Holy shit. We'll get him. We'll get the guy.
Oh, no.
Look, Splendor.
Oh, no, Vinnie.
What? No. No. Lord Fauci, look at this. Look at I'm sick for a month and a half and everyone's stealing my gimmick.
But yeah, as far as Mattel is giving up, like everybody thought, like after Revelations, that was pretty much going to be it. But no, they are still continuing. I mean, yeah, you got the little dollar store figures that have actually been out for a little while. Apparently, it was the first time I seen it too. I went to what my wife likes to call the green store, which is the Dollar Tree. Yeah,
Okay.
she color codes them so she knows which ones they are. You know, the yellow store is Family Dollar. No, the yellow is Dollar General, and the red is Family Dollar, and the green is Dollar Tree.
Okay.
But yeah, when I went in there, I seen them. I was like, wow, they look nice. They look cool. They looked a lot better than the Transformers ones that they did that were actually sealed in the little packages, because I got a few of those too, and they do not look anywhere near as nice as these.
Okay, man. Oh, sorry. I found a new photo for Fauci. This is the science expert picking his nose through his mask. So there you go. I'm sorry, I had to pull it up for you. That's the science being trusted right there.
Yes, absolutely, Chris. I was just reading that too. I saw an article about VADES, vaccine-acquired immune deficiency syndrome, is an actual thing, and it's going to cause a lot of problems in the coming years.
Oh yeah, yep. This guy, he deliberately he's murdering us all.
Oh no! Oh no, Wookie! What happened, Wookie? Did that nutcase on Twitter finally get to you? Is that what happened? A GI joke. Did she get to you?
GI joke.
Yeah, 1, 2, Fauci's coming for you.
Yeah, I had done. What did I do? I did like I think 6 parts of that song when I originally came up with that.
Let's give it a shot, Alec Baldwin.
Let's give it a shot.
You know, I really can't disagree with that statement, and you know, I'm going to be having a very exclusive with the Guinea Pig Collective, and we are going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to expose the culprits involved. And I think you're all going to be surprised where it goes in the end. I know the people on set were.
It was Daniel Baldwin. The murderer was Daniel Baldwin. He looks just like me.
It was that guy that's stealing my family name, Adam Baldwin.
Oh, shit.
What's going on, Darius? Oh, no, we got a bot. Somebody get the bot.
Uh-oh. Beep, boop, boop.
I can't see it on YouTube, unfortunately, so I don't know if they already... Yeah, Pickings note through 5 face muzzles.
Yeah, right?
G.I. Joe.
What a scumbag.
We're moving all the unvaccinated to Cybertron. Shellback liked that one, too. I'm good for a few of those witty things, like on the fly, so... Yeah, I wonder who it was. 3, 4, he's at your door. Oh, 5, 6, vaccinate. No.
Yeah, I forgot what I did with all those, but yeah, I didn't. My brain's been kind of mush since I got this too. I'm not gonna lie there.
So you basically turned into Walton.
A little bit. I think it's part of the zombie apocalypse that's gonna happen. It's like if you get past it completely, then your brain will work again.
Now, I don't want to give bad information out, but I hear that Walton's enemas can help clear that fog that you get from the coof.
No, I'm good. I'm going to keep blowing my nose.
But like I was saying, everybody thought that this was going to end with Revelations, and obviously you've seen these figures, and they're actually still releasing more in the Origin line as well. Now, I was just talking to Vinnie before we started, and I picked up a few more, and I seen a few more. One of the other ones I picked up is something I'm going to be showing maybe next week if Liam's going to be around. I want to make sure as somebody who loves a franchise like that has a chance to stop in and talk about that stuff too, if we're going to run some more clips like that. But yeah. I did think they did another one from the original series, what it was supposed to be titled Lords of Power. So they did another early design from what was the Lords of Power. And I grabbed that one. And it was actually one of the figures in the regular Origins line that I can't seem to find anywhere. So
okay. Oh, you couldn't find the regular version of it?
Yeah, I couldn't find the regular version. Like it was sold out.
Yeah, I seen him once when they released those figures. After that, never saw him again. But I did see the one you're talking about as well. But before I got put out of commission. But yeah, no, it's a cool looking figure, and yeah, that ought to be good.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll see if we can drag on that guest. But yeah, should be good. Should be good. A good discussion.
Yeah, absolutely. And no, CJ, I didn't watch it. I don't watch a lot of new stuff. I'm not interested. The one thing I did go out looking for, I was kind of hoping maybe it would have been on DVD already, was Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, I think it'll still be a few months.
It can help flush the boosters
out.
Huh? Or Walton Special Brew enemas can help flush the boosters out of you.
If that worked, yeah, I would recommend that to people for sure. As a medical scientist, I am the science.
Praise the science.
Praise the Fauci. No.
We are not about Fauciism worship here today. We just can't do it. Not at least.
Not even jokingly. He's such a piece of shit. Sorry.
Oh, he is. He is garbage.
He's a fucking devil. 6 million people he killed.
Look at that. I got a ticker. Yay. I'm catching up on things that I should have already had done earlier.
Oh, cool. Excellent, man.
So I did have one other thing that I picked up, and it is Transformer related.
Beautiful.
So it's actually a 2-part clip,
and
we'll see what everybody thinks about these guys. Here we go.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
So today I will be showing off a very late addition to my collection. Siege War for Cybertron Rainmaker Seeker Jet set. This one is actually kind of cool. It comes with the Seekers that we've seen in the cartoon series, and we did see them by complete accident because when Sunbow and Marvel actually did the cartoon, there was a bit of miscommunication between Marvel and Sunbow, and they actually miscolored some jets.
Tron speaks. Security on Cybertron has been breached.
And accidentally created all new characters. This was actually, I believe, a Target exclusive, and I wound up picking it up for a steal as compared to what it should be going for. And I was shocked when Vinnie had given me the information for it, and I had to get this one because I wanted it so bad. But there we have the three. We have Acid Storm, we have Ion Storm, and we have Nova Storm, which is kind of odd because they're kind of placed in the wrong spots on the box. They got Nova and Acid spot. But anyway, we're going to get this open and take a look at them. With the piping in there, his eyes look like they glow, and all three of them have that. Love when they actually put that in there. It's just a nice little addition. And of course, they have the standard articulation. Arms go out, all the way up and around. Bicep, elbow. There is a turn at the hand, but it's kind of a pain because part of the transformation wants to pull the arm out. The only thing I don't like is how loose their guns are on the side. They are extremely loose. I wish they would have made those pegs just a little bit tighter. That's what she said. Anyway, he's got decent head movement. The head moves up, moves down, side to side. That's decent. And then we get to, there is a bit of a waist swivel. Granted, with the stuff on the back, it only turns so much, but that's okay. You can get some interesting moves. Full Van Damme splits. A little bit of a turn at the upper thigh. Of course, the knee joint. And there is a very, very slight rocker right there. But these things can kind of go in and out. So, I mean, technically you can get in some interesting poses if you have a leg all the way out and you need a little bit more in the back end to stabilize them. So that is actually pretty cool. Now, these guys are all exactly the same, just colored slightly different. I think even the faces are the same on them. Yes, they are. Exactly the same in every single way except for their main colors. And here is all three in their Tetrajet form. They are a real pain in the ass to get into those forms. I mean, you would expect them to be a little difficult, but these ones are a little bit above and beyond. Like a few pieces didn't seem to want to snap into place, or especially on Acid Storm for whatever reason. But overall, they look amazing. Very G1 Sunbow cartoon inspired. I am incredibly happy with this set.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
So,
Nice, brother.
Yeah, man, I was really happy with that set. I mean, other than the transformations, like I said, a few of them not clicking into place. And like I fought with the Acid Storm figure for probably a good 20 minutes to get everything to click into place because he just did not want to click. But yeah, they looked great in both forms. The only thing I didn't like, I said, is the guns that mount up onto their shoulders. For whatever reason, they were extremely loose. And I'm supposing that's because they reused the same molds that they used for Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream. So
yeah, I think so. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to snatch him up. I know we were talking after one of these streams, and I kind of stumbled across it. I'm like, oh, dude, this is right up your alley. I know you like the Seekers, so.
Oh yeah, well, the price for them wound up being pretty much the same price that they were in the stores, roughly. I think they were slightly cheaper, which I was shocked because everybody else was selling them for at least double that, if not more. So,
yeah. Well, see, it's a good thing sometimes, and we're able to shop around or keep an eye out for stuff like that. But yeah, those are cool. The only other ones that I've seen that I think it's another one of those online exclusives or some shit was there was a Target exclusive for a Seeker. He was red and black. But I never saw it in stores. I've only seen it online a long time ago. But yeah, no, those things are cool, man. I like the way that they did the designs for those things. They look fantastic, man. I like how you put them in your tree like that. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I did that around Christmas time, but unfortunately with all the problems I was having with the internet, I just did not have the opportunity to upload. That was the upload that I was trying for weeks to get on the StreamYards, and would not go until the minute I got my internet back, and then it was like boom, right up. I was like, yeah, look at that. It was just the internet all along.
Yeah. Oh, lasso of truth. I'd say it depends in your area, but Target, they do a better job at restocking than Walmart does, at least in my area. My area, there's I know of 2 Walmarts that are kind of like equal distance away, and they'll get something and then you'll never see it again. And the other place, it's the same shit. It's just like whatever they leave hanging on the rack. No one really does their job, and they don't want to even put things out. But Target, they're a little bit better. The only thing is with Target, you need to watch out because the scalpers, they know the times to go in there and pick the shelves clean. So.
And they do.
Oh, yeah,
there was another one I was looking for. It's well, before I get into that, I want to say, hey, what's going on, Tony? Clown World Review in the house. What's up, buddy? Always good to see you.
What up, Tony? Hell yeah.
And Shadowhawk Backs. What's up, Shadowhawk? That was one of the things I was looking for. They did a recolor, and I thought somebody had said that it was a Target exclusive. It was a recolor of Trax from the Kingdom line, and they did them in red, and it's supposed to be a female Autobot called Road Rage. Originally, that was like a con exclusive, like back in the day that they redid the color. Because in the original Diaclone series, when they released all those original cars, the original version of Trax and Diaclone was a red Corvette.
Okay. You're right.
Corvette. Yeah, and even on the back of the artwork for the 85 that was the 85 line. Yeah, even on the back artwork, he was a red Corvette on the back of it. They never changed it.
Yeah, I mean, I have the regular Trax, and I hate that figure. I hate it. His transformation is garbage, and the legs on that thing is just pure shit. Whoever designed it should be shot with a booster.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to take mine out and actually, really mess with them yet. I mean, I'm behind on a lot of them because I got so many of them too. It's like, okay, well, which one do I pick this week?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And I have not broken any of them yet. I have come close on a few of them, especially the Bumblebee Origin figure. I came really close to snapping a few pieces on him.
Yeah, I had knocked off a few pieces, but they were able to, with the friction joints, put them back on. But other than that, yeah, it's. I wanted to smash that fucking Trax figure with a hammer. Not gonna lie, I left them in car mode. I didn't even look at this fucking thing.
No, well, Cringer wouldn't go anywhere near him. Our Jumper is the one that always helps me out with the Transformer reviews. So, and when that eventually goes up on my channel, Jumper will be in the video.
Sweet.
And CenturyLink, they do suck. They need a booster. They need a couple of them. I'd like to tell them where they can take those boosters.
Right between the eyes. Trust the science.
Trust the science. I am the science.
Remember, pick your nose through 5 masks.
Now, I have one more clip for tonight's show. And then I guess we're just going to have some open discussions until you feel like it's time to wrap it up.
Sounds
good. I know you're still hurting from this, so I don't want to stress you out any more than you already have. I mean, God knows you had to put up with Walton a few times last week, so.
That's true. That is true.
Speaking of Walton, did you see he relit the candle?
He did? Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Oh, he was on with, I believe he was on with Ashley. And they convinced him to light it again.
Oh, beautiful, man. We're going to have to make sure to see that clip. I mean, if you have it, yeah, I want to see you do what do you call it? Do like a short on that.
I I don't have the clip because unfortunately when it happened, that was when my internet was down and I couldn't even I wasn't even able to get on and watch YouTube videos. It was so bad.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was like freezing up, locking up, and I was like, it was so bad.
John Cena.
Oh yeah, I could talk about that too for a brief second in a minute. But now you know what? Let's just talk about that now. So I did watch the first episode of Peacemaker.
Okay.
And you know what? That beginning intro was the worst intro in any show that I think I have ever seen in my life. He walks out with the cast of supposed to be his supporting cast of like these. I don't know if they're considered government or what they were. They basically, most of them work for the one who runs the prison.
Okay. A Waller.
And they're basically working as handlers for the Peacemaker, who is technically out on the loose, but he still has the chip and everything like that. And they're telling they're going to be using him for butterfly work, which is their way of saying wet work, that they want him to do like hits and assassinations and shit. So they start off the show. You think they would start off the show with maybe like scenes of him shooting or something like that. No, they start off with how could I put this?
An apologies to China.
No, like a Soul Train looking dance expose between all of them doing stupid like dance moves.
Oh my God.
It is the dumbest intro I think I have ever seen on any show before. Like this one took the cake. It was so dumb. Wow. And instead of starting off with him, the first thing they start off with, and I'm not going to get into a lot of spoilers, but they start off with one of the people who's working for the lady who's running it, and I don't know why I'm blanking on her name because she was such a great character. Yeah, Waller. Yeah. So she works for Waller, and it starts off with her and her lesbian girlfriend going on about, well, if we have kids and this, that, and the other. Like, why do we need all this? Like, do we really need this in the beginning of the show?
Was the lesbian in the Suicide Squad movie as well?
I forget if she was or not. They did do a few wrap-ups, though. The girl that hit Waller over the head with the pipe.
Oh, I didn't see the sequel.
Yeah, they did a wrap-up. Well, the original Suicide Squad movie. Yeah.
Okay.
The one by a gun.
Right.
Yeah, they do a wrap-up about what happens to her for hitting Waller with a pipe. There is a wrap-up on that. They do show some scenes from the movie. And that's about all I want to say on that. I mean, I don't know who's planning on watching it. So
from Suicide Squad 2, though, right?
The James Gunn one, whatever the James Gunn.
Yeah, he did two of them. I only saw the first one.
Whatever the last one was, it was just Suicide Squad. That's all it was listed as.
Okay. Did they fight the giant starfish thing?
Well, in the movie they did.
Yeah, that's the sequel.
Yeah, scalpers pick the shelves clean every single time. Here's something cool. An Optimus Prime made out of real car parts. Have you ever upgraded your PC to make it run faster? Well, this is a brand new PC. I've only had it for maybe 5 or 6 months at the most. I mean, the problem is the internet's bad. There's only so much that I can do with a bad internet. The John China show, yeah. It was, I can't even say that I recommend it. And it's not to say the entire show was bad, but there were so many stupid elements to the show that is just like, what the hell is this? Like, you want to, I think Shellback may have seen it. We are Chinese if you please. We are Chinese if you don't please. Of course she's a lesbian. I know. Yeah, modern entertainment. Absolutely. The second candle lighting is still on Ashley's channel. Awesome. I'm going to have to go and clip that. Put together a big giant Walton lighting candle segment. Cena's sold out like the vaccinator. Yeah, he took his advice. He bends over for a 10th booster. I swear, I think he bent over more than 10 in this show. But I have one more clip I want to run through. This one is a completely different franchise, different toy company. It's not the standard. It's not Mattel. It's not Hasbro. It was something that I seen, and I was actually slightly impressed with it, even though they're not huge figures. But here we go.
Okay.
So today, we will be discussing some action figures I picked up from Next Generation, and I got reaction from Super 7, Borg, and Worf figure. Now, of course, these are the 3 3/4 inch figures. They're not very big. They're not extremely posable. They have arms, they have legs, and they have the head. They got a very nice packaging that they've actually put together on these things, complete with like a little mini bio in the back talking about the species and everything, which I really did appreciate. And of course, the Worf one. I had to get the Worf. Worf is an awesome character. There's something about the Klingons in Star Trek that I really love, that warrior class. And this one for a tiny little 3 3/4 looks amazing. I would highly recommend picking these ones up. They did them right.
It is a question of honor.
You will die without honor.
Thanks a lot, Worf.
The Cardassians have no honor. These are Romulans. They are without honor.
His voice is awesome. Yeah, but yeah, those look pretty cool.
I was actually surprised. Well, you know how it is with some of those reaction figures. They either hit the mark or they miss it by a country mile. Like with some of the ones that they did for the bands, like the Eddie from Iron Maiden. They have a few of them that look pretty good, but a lot of them look so terrible.
Oh God. Yeah, when I worked at McFarlane, they had the rights for the Iron Maiden stuff, and I designed a bunch of those figures as well, and I even did some paint work on the prototypes for the Eddie. But yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about, man. It's some of these figures that I've seen so many different type of products, and yeah, they're either hit or miss for sure. But yeah, those look good though. Those were a good pickup.
I think they even look. I mean, some of the Mego ones that like they did, they did the reproduction of the old Mego figures. Like they have Spock and they have a few other ones. Those ones look pretty good, but. Yeah, these 3 3/4 ones, they kind of remind me of like back in the day when they made the next generation figures. Like they were like, I want to say they were like 4 or 5 inch. I think they were 5-inch figures. It reminded me a lot of those. Like they had just enough detailing and everything to remind me of those figures, just in a smaller package.
Yeah, those are good. Those are always a pretty nice size. I seen the GI Joe ones as well that they did them at like a 3-inch kind of.
Oh yeah, the 3 3/4 re-releases, the ones with the super articulation.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're super articulated, but I guess compared to the other ones at that size, they do have a decent, or kind of like the original figures. They just kind of changed the crotch areas on them, because we remember what those figures were like back in the day. But it's cool, man. It's cool in these companies. They kind of get more into the retro stuff.
And that has actually been the theme for probably the past 3 years now. I've seen in a lot of these toy aisles is they're going retro because they're finding out that's the stuff that sells.
Oh, for sure, man. Because again, it's everybody who we're around the same age now, and if we didn't have them or we missed them, or like, oh yeah, no, I like that property, whatever. We see them in stores, we pretty much tend to pick them up if they look good.
And I think one of the biggest reasons, and I mean, it's part of the reason why I wanted to call this Collectible Past, because a lot of us, even if we had those figures, like for whatever reason, we may have lost them over the years. A lot of mine were lost because of theft. A lot of other people say, well, my mother threw out all my stuff, or I just got rid of them for whatever reason. I did that with some of my old Star Wars figures, and I was like, I've regretted it ever since, but I think when these companies re-release them like this, it gives us the opportunity to go back in and get those collections that we regret not having anymore.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. I could say that definitely, like those G.I. Joe figures and the 6-inch ones, the classified series. Those things are killer. Articulation is just like Marvel Legends, or even better in a lot of cases. And they come with like all those extra accessories and shit. And it's funny enough, a lot of them have like weapon storage, like, if they came with backpacks or whatever, like they put the ports in, or, like the design work and the engineering and what they did, it's the calibers there, So it's a no-brainer to start picking up shit. But the problem is, like, again, those scalpers. I know they kind of fixed it on one of their last waves. I don't know if it's a trend that's still going on though. But I know they had what's his face, Lady J, and what's his face with the black cap? Was it Hawk?
Flint.
That's it. Flint and Lady J. That series with them. And they re-released the Cobra Commander. So those 3 figures, you're pretty much able to find them anywhere. Around Christmas time, I saw them in pretty much every store. Just those 3 figures. So if they continue to do that, like with their newer lines, if they make enough of them to give people a chance to pick them up, that would be wise. Because I know like they're one of the new lines is going to have one of the Bat figures in there. You remember the robot?
Yeah. I have. I did a short video on that. I showed off my Bat. I still had all his pieces. Like everything he originally came with, I have all of it. And mine is like damn near in perfect shape. Like even barely any of the paint is worn on them.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, because I know it's him and Storm Shadow. They finally did Storm Shadow the proper way, you know, from like the original cartoon, sleeveless and all that. He looks awesome. I saw the figures in the packaging online. I know those series, they're going to be very hard to get, but I'm assuming it comes out first quarter, maybe second quarter. I'm not sure, but I hope that they continue with the trend though, like they did with Flint, Lady J, and Cobra Commander, because yeah, how do you make these figures that are so awesome and no one could really find them? The only way to get them now is going to be like eBay, and these guys are charging like $60, $70 for these fucking figures.
And I think that becomes extremely discouraging to a lot of people that want to collect those things. I mean, when you're looking for them, if you can't pick them up in a regular store, you can't even get them online unless you're paying these outrageous prices, really. I mean, it becomes so discouraging. A lot of people may just give up even collecting.
Yeah, that does happen. You're 100% correct. I know there have been figures I'm like, nah, I'm not going to bother, because I know I could maybe only get 1 or 2 of them now, and then I know they're going to be impossible to find. And 9 times out of 10, that's been the case. But like, I got lucky with the first series of Classified, and I picked up a few others. Like again, only in store though. I will not fucking go to eBay for something like those Target exclusives are such a pain in the ass. Probably the hardest things to find. Is any kind of like Target exclusive for some stupid reason. But I know they did a barbecue who he looks amazing. I've seen reviews from other people, but never saw him in stores. And I've only seen him online for like $80-$90. And no, they could go eat a dick. Not going to
happen. Well, that's the same thing with the Trax figure I was talking about. That was basically just a repaint to be Road Rage.
Yep.
They're selling that right now for $50, and that's a brand new figure. It just recently came out. Normally, it only goes for was it $19.99 in stores, or even $20 or something if they raised the prices again, because I can't keep track.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure that all prices are going up again, but yeah, and that's super discouraging on top of it, because that figure is such a piece of shit of a figure. It's awful, and it's just a new paint job on a super shitty figure. I can understand if it was a good figure, but it's not. I'm telling you, man, the transformation, you thought the Seekers were a pain in the ass. Oh, you're gonna pull your hair out on that one. You might actually break the thing or throw it out the window. I'm telling you. And it feels so cheap on top of it. Like I said, the legs are the worst part of that thing.
Well, you know what? The original toy, as compared to some of the other ones, felt a little cheap too, honestly, because I have the original one.
Yeah, I seen the Masterpiece figure. And I've seen like somebody transforming that online or whatever, and the quality's there. But for some stupid reason, Hasbro, they've been doing a shitty job on a character like that for some reason. Don't know why, but
it just seems like every once in a while they just really drop the ball on this. Real quick, I want to catch up with some of the chat before it gets lost in the shuffle. CJH says there are awesome TMNT figures at the store I work at. Been debating on to get them or not. If they're like the retro re-releases of them, CJ, get them. They're extremely hard to find in the regular stores because the scalpers have been just cleaning out all the shelves. So if that's the ones you're looking at, I would definitely get them. At the very least, you could get them and you could turn around and resell them yourself. Last of Truth.
NECA's
go
done a
ahead.
shit. Yeah, they've done a shit ton of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've seen. There was a super shredder that they released as well, kind of recently. I saw a shit ton of them at a Walmart. Next time I went, none, zero, completely gone. I'm like, wow, I thought these things would sit there forever because they had like 30 of them. But go ahead.
Well, that's just like the Cobra Kai ones, the TMNT versus Cobra Kai. I was originally going to get the one with Daniel LaRusso. So
Yeah.
it was Michelangelo and Daniel LaRusso, and they didn't have any of them. The last time I went there, they were stocked with both that and the Donatello one. This time, all they had was Donatello and Johnny Lawrence. They didn't have the Michelangelo ones anymore. And I've talked to other people where they said all they see is Leonardo and, oh God, who was it? Leonardo and Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody else has said all they see is Raphael and Kreese.
Yeah, I think it's just it's regional. So depending on where you are, yeah, they'll just have like the one or two fucking sets, and that's it.
Lasso Truth says, I went to school with John Cena.
Oh wow.
And RR says, I saw Cena when he was working high school gyms.
Well, when you both saw him, was he apologizing to China then as well?
It was always in his DNA. Clown World Review. Peacemaker only turned out this way because of his racist, sexist, homophobic, insurrectionist, uneducated, anti-vaxxer, ultra-conservative boomer father.
Oh, wow. Is that what they did on this show?
Yes, they did. I'm not 100% sure, but I swear it's the same guy that was the Terminator and Terminator 2, the liquid one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What the fuck is his name? It's like on the tip of my tongue. I know the dude. I keep forgetting his name. Patrick something.
Starfish? No, that's not it. Damn, look at that. Universal Monster super fan Adam Shawhan. Nice. I've been looking for some more of the really nice ones from NECA, but I have not run across any. I mean, I was looking at a Kong one, but they didn't have like the selection they had like months ago.
Robert Patrick, that's his name.
That's it. I swear it's him, but I could be mistaken, but I swear it's him.
Could be. Don't know if he's on there though. Where is his IMDb? I'll let you know in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, he's in it.
Okay, it is him then. I thought it was.
Yeah, because they're playing a trailer right now on his IMDb as well. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So which NECA ones were you looking for?
I was looking for some of the MonsterVerse type ones.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for some more of the Godzillas, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe another Kong, but
yeah, the King Kong. I think I've still seen one or two here or there at like the Targets near me, but I haven't been in 2 weeks, so I couldn't tell you 100%. I know that I think they released the I think his name is Phalog out of the Gargoyles. It should be this month. I think he drops as well, which is the Goliath figure that I reviewed. They did a repaint of him because in the cartoon they cloned him, and he's got an evil clone. And yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, Adam fans. Yeah, Adam, absolutely, because we buy it and miss the OG stuff. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And Nano Reaper, what's going on, Nano Reaper? Because people buying the toys are now middle-aged men. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know what? And that has actually been going on for a long time. I mean, originally, yeah, most of these toy lines started off for kids, but they became collectible items because of the adults that wound up collecting them, not the kids. Because, it's most of us as kids, a lot of us at least, we beat the holy shit out of those toys. And they were pretty much worthless by the time they got done with them.
Well, yeah, isn't that it, man? Because, I mean, that it was a good figure if it completely, like, the paint job's worn on them or they had a broken limb. And, there's crazy glue that's attached it back on. Or I couldn't tell you the number of figures that I've broken as a kid. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I had people that used to, throw them off roofs and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. I told you, especially 4th of July, I used to try to, like, we'd tie G.I. Joes to, like, bottle rockets and shit.
Sounds like something my buddy Steve would do. He was telling me about he had a couple old G1 Transformer jets, and he was tying bottle rockets and everything else to them and like firing them over like the lake near his house or something and blowing them up.
Watching them fly.
7% higher than they were in January. Yeah, everything's going up. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, use your employee discount. Yeah, I would definitely, if that's what they are, CJ, I would definitely pick them up. It'd be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you find it, you got to pick it up. And that's one of the things I always tell my wife, because she wonders, like, why do you got to get that now? I said, because if I don't get it now, I'm not going to be able to get it later, more than likely.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. And like you said, even sometimes you go to different places in the store, maybe like have a hiding spot, like I'll come back later. Nah, it's almost like they have a tracker on them. Like they just know, these scumbags just know.
The only way I find I get away with that is if I pick it up and I walk it into a completely different section of the store.
Yeah.
But then you got to remember where you hit it.
Tommy's leaving breadcrumbs, and he's got like a yarn, and he's got a string that just connects to where it is.
Yeah, man, it's just like I'm trying to get out of the maze from the Minotaur.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, only sending one style of figure to certain areas. Yeah, unfortunately, some of those damn toy companies still do that. I'll DM you a pic. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to share it right now, unfortunately. I don't think. I could see if I could bring it up, but I mean, it gets a little wonky with the internet.
Yeah, fingers crossed it doesn't crash.
We'll see if I could do this. Do share screen. Boop 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 boop. Entire screen. Yeah, that'll work.
I've been just trying to play catch up on some work. Finished a new page. I'm in the painting and coloring process of the last batch. So we're doing it. Oh, cool. Dude, those look killer.
Like that's like damn near the whole collection, right?
I would say so, man. Those look awesome. I like the Joker, man. He's got that that looks like real silk from here. The orange, on the vest.
I know, right?
Dude, that's beautiful.
I like the original Aquaman gear too.
Yeah. Nice, man. How big are these?
These 14-inch.
14. Oh, wow.
It says 14-inch action figure on this last one.
Oh, nice. That is awesome, man. Cool stuff. Yeah, as a kid, I had all like the what do you call it, the power ones where you squeeze the legs and the arms go.
Oh yeah, oh God, what were they called?
Is it superpower?
I did a video on it too. Yeah, well, cool. I think it might have been Superpower Collection. Yeah,
I was never able to get Batman, and it drove me crazy because up the block, there was these two brothers. I couldn't stand them. My older brother was friends with his older brother, but the kid was like, I don't know. He came off as extra slow in the brain, but like almost like he had Jason Voorhees. He had like super strength, and he was like slow upstairs, sort of. But that kid, he would like eat figures, and they had money, so the father would always able to find them all this great shit, right? And he treated that Batman figure like shit. So like if you walk past the side of the house, they had, because like in New York, how it was set up, you could see it's like they had a chain link fence, and then they had like the garage doors that it's like on a slant, right? So they always used to have like a dog that they'd put out there during the day when nobody was home or whatever. And I think the dog was mangling that Batman figure. And like we knew it because we seen his other figures get completely destroyed. If it wasn't him, it was a dog, or he fed it to the dog. And Batman was still in decent shape one day, And my brother and my cousin, we were trying to get it. Like, we had a stick and we were trying to put it through the fence to try to get the fucking figure. Like, the kid would have never missed it anyway, right? So we couldn't get it the first day. People were coming, so we stopped trying to do it. The second day, it was still there. Like, oh my god, we'll try to get it again. And the second we put like a stick to try to, feed it through and drag the figure over, like, we almost had him. And the double doors of the garage, the cellar, swung open, and it was the kid with his dog. First thing he did, hi guys, he grabbed the Batman figure and he fed it to the dog, like a plaything. I'm like, are you like? And we're sitting like crumbling inside because it was the one figure we could not fucking find anywhere. It's just Robins. They have Robins everywhere. I don't know how the hell they got their hands on this Batman. He still had the cape and everything. And yeah, it's a chew toy for that fucking dog.
I can't even tell you how many times I've gone out to a flea market and I tried to pick up a character I couldn't find like back in the day on the toy shelves, and I go to pick these things up, look at them, and I see teeth marks from like a dog or something that was chewing on them.
Awful. It's what a sin. What a damn sin.
Yeah, Chris. No, still a pig. I'm a toy squirrel. And what's going on, Jedi Bill? Welcome. Good to see you. I hope you are well.
What up?
CJ, Spider-Man No Way Home got his patch movies. What? Get patches and DLCs now to William because Star Wars did. I'm not sure I get that.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh, CGI patch. Okay. Yeah, they do CGI patches on the movies. Yeah. Take care, Keck. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, have a great one.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many of these other lines that I'm looking at. Unfortunately, like I'm not rich. I don't have the money to buy every single one I see. I would like to.
No, there's shit that I pass on, same deal. Like I don't have the money for it. Like even the Seekers. Like I would have liked to gotten the Seekers, but I'm like, nah. I know Tommy he loves these things, and he might be able to get them. So that's why I sent you the link.
No, I know. I got the stink eye from the wife when I said I was picking that one up. She just gave me the look.
Sorry. Did you happen to look into Devastator or no?
I did. It's actually on my list. Mm-hmm. So when I have a chance, when I have a chance to pull the trigger on it, I will. And I've been checking it daily just to make sure they still got it in stock and everything. And so far, it's still been in stock. Yeah. So
I still need to shoot this thing. I haven't had a chance, man. Being sick like this really screwed me up, and now I'm just playing catch up with work. I finished, like I said, another page of Shadow of the Kraken, which I'm happy about. Starting up another one while we were talking here. But yeah, man, it's kind of rough sometimes. But trust me, I've been eyeing a couple of things. I'm like, no, I can't. Like I'm like you right now. I'm like, yeah, I have a little list, and if I could, I'll pull a trigger on some stuff, but can't do it now.
Well, I mean, I still have a lot of things sitting over my head right now, especially what my brother before he goes into the nursing home, and then there's the thing with the refinancing of my house and all this other stuff, just to try to lower my expenses, and I'm still on the hook waiting. Everything with this so-called pandemic has just made everything just take 10 times longer. Like they told me when I started, it was going to take 30 days, and so far we're up to over 90.
Yeah, they just like to choke us completely, scumbags.
No, the lady at the bank told me, she's like, "Oh, I'm actually surprised that it's gone through this quick." And I just looked like I wanted to say something, and I was like, "I'm not even going to say a thing. I just want to get through the rest of this process." Yeah. Holy canine Batman! What's going on, Citizen 333? And what's going on, Eaton?
What up, brothers? Nice. Yeah. Superfan he sent me a bunch of shots as well of the collection, man. Dude, you got some killer ones there for sure. He's got two Jokers. Or are they three? No, two. Dude, yeah, man, these things are awesome. I honestly say I've never seen these before. I didn't even know. Dude, man, killer collection.
Yeah, I know. I've been paying attention to the Mego collection for quite some time. Matter of fact, I was looking at some of the ones they had in the store today. They had Spock. They had one of the ape guards from Planet of the Apes, and they had one other one. And I'm blanking on the last one because it was one I didn't care about. But I've seen a lot of really good Mego figures that they've been coming back out with lately. You know, doing them almost like the original ones. I mean, there's some small variations because I have my original Mego Spock. I have my original Mego Captain Kirk. Both of them are not in perfect shape anymore because of the way my dad threw everything in boxes. And I also have, there was some kind of like lizard monster or something that came with the Star Trek set. I have that. But yeah, some of the other ones like the Planet of the Apes, like they're all missing. Like I had Superman, Spider-Man, I did find a Batman. That's right. I found my Batman, but he's a little broken up, and I did find a Joker that's a little bit messed up. I may be able to fix him, but I'm not sure yet.
Okay. What was messed up on him?
I think it was the arms. There's something with the joints in the arms.
Okay.
But they used to use rivets back then for those joints. So if it's nothing but a problem with the rivet, I can just drill the rivet out and put a new rivet in. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, that's good then.
No, CJH. Toy Biz Marvel stuff, though. I really wish I could find some of them, but some were so rare, and that sucks. They were taken out of the box to play with it as a kid, like a Venom hybrid. I can't find the Venom hybrid anywhere in its original box.
Is that Venom hybrid? Oh. Interesting.
The pandemic. Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah, this is retarded what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely, Nano Reaper. The markup is getting ridiculous. I mean, I've realized that over time everything's going to go up a little bit, but you could see like just the super inflation that's been going on with all this stuff. Like you never see prices jump that quickly on everything.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting more picky with shit too, what I'm going to collect and what I want. Dude, yeah, like I made up my mind. Like if I could, I want to try to get all those Gargoyle figures that they released because I love the original series, and NECA did a damn amazing job on that first figure. Plus, I actually know the sculptor who worked on it. But like other things, like I'm avoiding it because you're right, man. All of the NECA, they call them the ultimate lines. Those things, first of all, they're hard to get. Second of all, they keep jumping in price. They used to be like around 25. Then it went up to 30. I think they're up to 35 now. It's getting fucking stupid, you know? And then because of the licenses that they're getting bigger licenses, which means the companies want bigger cuts as well. So that's another reason why they're shooting up the price on these effing things.
Yep.
You know?
Everybody's feeling that pinch all the way around too. To not only the toy companies that are making the toys, but the people that are supplying them the plastics. I mean, it travels all the way down the chain, and I think a lot of people miss that shit. Even when they cry and they whine about, we need $15 an hour to work at a Neanderthal job. What do you think's going to happen? I mean, all that money is going somewhere. Somebody is going to have to pay for it somewhere, and it's going to wind up being consumer products. It always is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, again, it's what they like to fucking do. They like to bend us all over, and when we can't get these little things anymore, it used to be once in a blue moon thing, but now if you're still counting your fucking coins, they're going, all right, should I get bread or milk, or should we starve this week, or do I get the one thing I actually wanted in this store?
Yeah, I know, right? It's a tough choice to make. I can eat peanut butter for a couple weeks.
Yeah, y'all need to wear 8 masks.
Yeah, and then we got that son of a bitch. We got Pelosi going like, yeah, I just made a killing in the stock market. Yeah.
Oh, ETEP's going to be on Bangus's stream.
Okay, cool, man.
Probably doing one of those. Doing one of those interview things, I'm assuming. Yes, the Gorn. You are right, Adam. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. It was a weird figure, though. I mean, it kind of looked like it was the body was molded from something else, though. Like, it didn't really match the character from Star Trek. It was so weird.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As a kid, I remember seeing all of the original episodes, but I was never like a diehard. And I did enjoy, Next Generation. That was kind of my Star Wars. Or Star
2
Trek,
years
rather.
to flatten the economy. It didn't take them that long.
Oh,
More like 2 months to flatten the economy.
yeah. Oh, they could do it overnight if they want. But no, it's been a slow torture so far for sure.
I told my dealer I don't pay more than MSRP on any truck. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, all those numbers are going up. Like even the cheaper cars are like over 20 some odd $1,000 now. They used to be like 12,000 not even 3 or 4 years ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's freaking bots. Yeah, they're freaking coming out after me tonight. Good. That must means that I'm making waves. What's going on, Frankie?
Hey, Frankie. What up, brother? I hope you're resting. Shit, man.
Yeah, transitory like the boosters, right? Yeah, you just got to keep getting a little bit more inflation every couple months. And just like the booster.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This one's for you, Vinny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was actually gonna address that. I've heard of it, but I've never been there myself to that comic shop. But yeah, Todd's always been. I don't know. He's very strange. He's different. Like I said, he's way different working for him than how you see him at conventions. I don't know. There's some things I still respect about the man, and other things I can't stand. So, they are what they are. But disingenuous, yeah, they're very fake to people.
No, Nana Reaper. I'm just starting to see that now in Florida, like some of the stuff not being on the shelves.
Oh yeah.
It's in small bits right now, but it's probably going to get worse very
it's going to
quickly.
get worse. I'll tell you right now. It was like 2 weeks ago, right? I started getting sick or whatever, and went to the store, and everything that was in the medical section was like cough drops, whatever, Tylenol, Advil, completely empty. The shelves were picked clean. Nothing was there. Absolutely nothing. I asked the guy working there. He was like, "Oh no, man, we put it out, and yeah, it's whatever's usually there. It's gone. It's and it's up to those companies to to put the order or get them back into the stores, because we just restock as soon as they come though. But yeah, they shorted it on purpose. They took away all the monoclonal antibodies in most of these states, and they did it on purpose so people would get sick and stay sick. This is all agenda-driven shit. I know we're talking.
I wonder when they're going to come out and admit that somebody who's had the shots and the boosters and everything is more than likely able to spread it. I wonder when they're going to admit it.
Well, it's been happening, and a lot of these big-time doctors, they're seeing it, and that's why they keep erasing them off the internet. Look at what happened with that. What's his name? Dr. Malone, Dr. McCullough. These guys who broke their silence, or they have the true facts, and they go on people like Joe Rogan, and then what happens? They kick them off the internet completely. No Twitter, no YouTube, none of that stuff. So yeah, there have been real scientists, real doctors, real nurses, and all these medical people that they're losing their licenses because they're telling the truth. There's only so long that these sons of bitches can hide this stuff.
Oh no.
What's that?
Weird how COVID started when people started looking at what I was doing. Oops. Hanks.
The next variant is going to be called Wilson.
It's going to be called Big. Lasso of Truth. I appreciate you playing whack-a-mole with them, and I hope you are having fun with them. If I could have YouTube open today, I would have been smacking them too. They just don't quit.
Yeah, I open it, but yeah, you guys have been awesome. You guys have been extra fast over there taking them out, so that's good. Hell yeah.
Wicked Witch of the West, Pelosi, with her inside trading perfectly legal in dystopia. Yeah, they used to have a figure out of her like many, many years ago. They used to mislabel it as the Wicked Witch of the West. But yeah, they did have a figure of her.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get you, my pretty. You and your little USPS too.
I want someone to throw water on her, right? So she just melt and on TV. If you go, we knew it.
Frankie says the dog that ate Batman was named Bullet.
Yeah, that was it. Damn. Yeah, he knows though. Fucking crazy.
Oh, they've already been doing stuff like CJH. There's videos out there where farmers are talking about it. I also seen some stuff where they were talking about when they're helping out farmers and other people like that. They're doing it by race and gender first.
Mm-hmm.
They're practicing a lot of shit that is very, very questionable, especially with the way everything was supposedly going in this country. But
yeah,
yeah,
man. I don't know. Just trying to get my strength back so we can fight the damn globalists.
Damn, you still having problems with that, Chris? Poor guy.
Is having a problem?
Yeah, he had a problem getting his lactate milk. He was talking about that last week. Have to go to like different supermarkets to get his lactate milk.
That's crazy, man. Did you try switching to something else? If you can't find that, I know they got like oat milk. There's almond milk. There's a bunch of coconut. What's another one I've seen? I've even seen cashew milk.
Yes, yeah, cashew milk. Yep. Mm-hmm. You ever try the cashew butter? Cashew butter is actually not half bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I used to really like almond butter a lot too. It's almost exactly like peanut butter, just without the big stomach issues. I know a lot of people there are allergic to peanuts, but it's a good substitution.
Yeah, CJH, they'll never admit it. And when it's all done, they'll call people who talk about COVID as conspiracy theorists. What are you talking? They're already doing that now. They're doing it now.
They're forcing
but a lot of it's being destroyed.
What
they're saying. Their narrative, a lot of it's being destroyed. Unfortunately, it's just being suppressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only ones who really believe this shit are the really diehard left at the moment. And, if you look at the news is, 99% all bought and paid for by media, George Soros, all those fuckers. But it is funny though. I'm seeing like a lot of the people in the primetime Fox shit, they're bringing up this stuff. They're saying George Soros. They're pointing the fingers at the people that they know are doing the bad things. So that's kind of surprising, But I think if they do get pushed that far, like I know Tucker, he's already talked about, he's got no problem leaving and doing his own news channel or whatever. So he's like, I know it's like the only ratings that they have are their prime time, because those people are a little bit more, they got the finger on the pulse of what's actually happening. But again, they can only say so much, right?
Yep. Yeah, hey, what's going on, Luffy? They have admitted the shots don't work on Omicron here in Europe. It's a start. Yeah, well, I just seen an article earlier where they were talking about they should have something out for it in, what did they say, like March or something? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like they're admitting right there it don't work, but yet they're telling you keep getting boosted.
Exactly, right there, which you just said right there. So it doesn't work. The shots don't even work on the Delta. So what are they forcing everyone to get these fucking things for then? Because they know what they're doing. They had, you're going to love this, the president of Pfizer talked about the pills, and they're so excited about these pills. Well, there's footage of him talking about it, saying, when you take the pills, you swallow it, and when it dissolves in the stomach, we are notified through the nanotechnology that you took it. And he goes, imagine the implications. Right there, they are telling you they're poisoning us with nano fucking technology, and God knows what's in these pills, and God knows what's in these shots. This is the president of Pfizer who said this. There's video of him talking about this. Yeah, you tell me that's
you're wrong. You're wrong. That's a bunch of malarkey. Dr. Maloney isn't a real doctor. I'm in the science.
Well, again, this was the president of Pfizer who said that. Remember, it's okay to pick your nose through 5 masks. I am science.
Thank God, right?
Holy shit.
CGH says COVID. What you talking about? The years 2019 and 2022 don't exist yet, you conspiracy theorist.
It's all
It is a scam.
It's been a dream. It's fabricated.
But oh man, that stuff, it drives me nuts every day. And people wonder why I still collect toys. You know what? Because there isn't none of the ridiculousness with most of the toys that I'm picking up. Not to say it's not out there. I've seen a few of the toy companies with the ridiculous nonsense and some of the shit they were putting out, but it failed so miserably that they took them right off the shelves and they never put them out again.
Yeah, they have the Ruth that stupid the Supreme Court justice who died. I remember that they had figures of dolls of her all over the place, like,
right?
Huh?
Ginsburg.
Yeah, Ginsburg. That's it. Yeah, they had that old, shit heel. Like, who would buy anything like that? And unless they were doing voodoo shit on it. They're like a plushie of her and fucking.
Well, they were out there convincing little girls that she's a hero, and that's why you should have it.
These people are demented. Fucking demented. Yeah, that's a hero. What's next? Hillary dolls as well. I mean, there's a hero. Someone who mass murdered fucking tons of people.
I hear you, Citizen 333. Absolutely. I mean, they've countered their own arguments at every turn. I mean, it started off with, there's never going to be any mandates. There's never going to be any lockdowns. It's only going to take, what was it originally? I think it originally said like a couple weeks or something, and then he said like 100 days. Then he said 100 days. And then the next thing you know, it's well over 100 days and we've had mandates. We have more lockdowns. And
my brother made up
the next round.
My brother made up he brought up a great point. He goes, how come we're not seeing, your Bidens, your Fauci's, your Nancy Pelosi's how come they don't have Omicron or any of this shit? They are in their 80s and 90s, these creeps. How do they not catch this? That they're at these big galas and stuff without masks on, Somebody explain that one to me.
They can't, and they won't. Bone! What up, Bone?
Hello.
Always good to see you.
Excellent.
The Troll Slayer, Wes Moody. I hear Wes may be having one of our Twitter trolls on tonight. This should be interesting. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of these freakazoids that we were having fun with and clowning for the past few days.
Oh, and they actually had the balls again to show?
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Interesting.
Lasso says that Wes is having that skank on.
Oh, is this the one that when Lara was on? That someone was trying to talk shit on Lara?
Lasso actually said something, and I know this person had a few sly remarks. This bitch had a few sly remarks for everybody. She was messing with Wookiee. She was messing with Shellback. I seen it.
Okay.
And then I got involved.
But it was over politics or something else?
I forget what it originally started over, but it became something about people being non-vaxxers and all this other shit. And I'm like, yeah, they're claiming they're military, but they're claiming they're communist. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Well, if they are military now, chances are they are communist. You see what General Milley's done? Holy fuck, man. They filled it with just poisonous shit right now.
Yeah, she got Pope Metallicus. I really didn't know Pope Metallicus. I've seen the name. I might have even been following, but I just didn't really interact much. So
yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
I wouldn't know, and I'm never going to lower my standards to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse. I'll tell you what, that is one thing that actually gets me when you're talking about the toys that some of these franchises, they have. I have seen some legitimately really good toys that they're putting out by Hasbro for the Star Wars line. Mm-hmm. I seen a few of them that were like, I was like, wow, they look really, really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a shame I can't buy that.
Yeah, there's been a handful of them that I was kind of blown away with as well, or just characters I like. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not totally against picking up shit like that because I saw like the anniversary figure of Boba Fett, the Hasbro one. I picked them up when I saw them. I like the damn thing, but this show is pure garbage though. I watched it. Actually, I fast forwarded because I wasn't gonna watch this one, but when I saw people posting up photos of his scooter gang, I had to see that. I'm like, no way. So I fast forwarded to the scene where I saw them there. Holy shit, this show is so bad, and it was shot like shit too. They had like a chase. They were going after one of those floating cars, and oh my god, the scooter gang was like literally moving at like 5 miles an hour, and they were trying to pretend like they were looking like they were going fast. Like everything about it, how they shot it looked like amateur hour. And I found it was Rodriguez, the fucking Desperado director who's been directing these last episodes. It looks so fucking bad. From what I fast forward, what I saw of the episode, the storyline's pure shit. It's like just insulting. It's insulting on every level. I don't know how it hasn't been clipped yet.
Well, I've seen a few people going on and on about, oh, Robert Rodriguez is going to be on there. I was like, yeah, have you not really watched any of his movies? His movies are not all that great.
No, they're not. I think the first Desperado and what was the other one with the Mexico?
He did that there. He did that double feature with Tarantino too.
Yes, his I think his side of the double feature was pure shit. That Planet Terror was garbage, man. I hated it. And Tarantino actually did a good job up until the ending of his, because you wanted that. What's his name? Stuntman Mike. You didn't want to see him get killed by those fucking bitches. And I'm like, oh, here's where it really they pushed the left agenda. It was one of the first movies. I was like, oh wow.
I mean, that's right. He did work on Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, the first one was okay. I wasn't super wowed by it, to be honest, though.
Yeah, it's not even that it's woke; it's just bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, the Book of Boba Fett is horrible.
I heard that it's basically the book of Jetson Fett.
Jetson Fett. Dude, it's like how do we destroy a character? Oh, this is how. He's from what I understand, he keeps going. He goes to sleep in a med bed. Those things that they talked about that, eventually we'll have it. We'll lay down in the bed and the computers will fix everything in us or whatever. Like he submerges underwater and then he has these flashbacks. Huh?
The back to tanks?
Sort of, except, like they actually, they're more beneficial of how quickly they could heal him because they try to get rid of like the scarring on his head and all that shit. But it's like, so you have a fat old man with dentures who's trying to be a tough guy. He keeps having these dreams of what had happened to him after he got out of the Sarlacc pit, and then like they wanted you to sympathize with the fucking rapist and nasty, horrible tribal people that the same people are, and like
did James Gunn have a little influence on this one?
I don't know, man. It's so fucking bad. I'm like, yeah, it's crap, pure shit. Like I said, I wasn't even gonna watch this third one. I just fast forward because I wanted to see the stupid the scooter thing. I'm like, no way, this can't be real. This can't be real. But I don't pay for the stupid thing, so that's why I don't give a shit.
So basically, Star Wars has become the Goonies.
The Goonies, I think, is more serious, and it's shot better. Holy fuck!
The Book of Boba Regret.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. As opposed to watching anything Disney, I will dig out the Christmas special and watch that on repeat first. I mean, I don't mind most of the Christmas special. I'm not saying it's great, but it's better than anything Disney did.
Yeah, Disney's shit. Oh, I think I got one of your bots.
Yeah, they love me.
I took him out by the knee.
So sorry, comrade. You are not allowed to stay here.
Dos vidania, bitch.
Those rainbow Vespas had me laughing my ass off.
Oh, dude. It is so bad. So bad. And then you can tell like the design work too. So there was one guy who basically he looks like Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Like he's got a coat on and everything, but his colors are almost exactly the same. And then later in the episode, like he goes to attack the person they were chasing, and what does he have? He has like a hidden like lightsaber blade coming out of his wrist. I'm like, oh my god, could you be more obvious with how you're just ripping off everything, you fucking hacks? Oh, dude, it was
Yeah, but see, they're at the point now they're not even taking the good stuff anymore. They're taking like the worst of the worst that they could find.
What? No, Assassin's Creed that's a fucking great character. But what I'm saying is like you could see where they're just picking from now. They're not even hiding it. They're not even trying to hide it. It's like, oh yeah, whoever designed the characters, oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed. I'm just gonna rip it off and put it in Star Wars. The fuck out of here, garbage.
Luffy as God, last Rodriguez movie I saw was Alita, and that was great. One of the best anime to live action movies I've seen. No way Rodriguez is in charge of this show. He's got story points he has to hit.
I think you're right. I'll say that too. I know Alita I love that movie, but it was also James Cameron who co-worked on that movie with him. So James Cameron with Rodriguez to make Alita, and yeah, Alita was fucking killer. Really
a super fan. I couldn't agree more. To me, it's trash. I mean, I checked out for Disney Star Wars right after The Force Awakens. So. I was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. You sound better. Hope you're getting better.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting better. Like I said, I think I'm starting to get some of my taste and smell back.
I can't even believe that they got anything right. I refuse to believe it. I keep hearing that about some of these Disney shows. Oh, well, they were getting it right for a few episodes here and there. And I heard a lot of people talk about early on. They said, oh, they got it pretty right in The Force Awakens. They set something up. They set trash up. Like, when you roll your buckets out to the street before the trash truck comes, that's what The Force Awakens was to me.
Yeah. Well, again, they didn't have a proper plan. What they did was bastardize Lucas's concepts, and then they did their own thing with it. And when they had that jerk off ruin the second movie completely, then your first one you could throw out the window as well, because it goes nowhere. It does nothing. Yeah, it's shot nice. I'll give JJ that. He could direct, but other than that, it's a garbage movie.
Chris. Yep. Yeah, Chris wants to know, how does a sleeveless tough chick have pale skin on a desert planet? She would look like bacon.
It's a fair point. Dude, we could go off on it tomorrow on my stream.
No, absolutely. I lost taste and smell for about a week, Vinny. Oh,
you lost for about a week?
Yeah, lasso of truth.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I hope to get it back fully, but it's crazy. It's still like a weird, almost, I don't know, like a slight burn kind of a smell is what I have in my head. I don't know. I can't even describe it. It's so weird. But yeah, I know there's a few things I've been able to taste a little bit. So I'll continue blowing my nose, taking my vitamins, and giving Fauci the finger.
No, you're wrong. Don't take the vitamins. They're gonna kill you.
You're wrong.
CGH Force Awakens for me was okay at the very start of the film, and then it just slowly went downhill faster and faster. It just ends like a trash heap. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, because you have potential there to do something great, and you fuck it up. You have that focus on a stormtrooper that you could have turned into the fucking Jedi, and you didn't. That's a wasted opportunity.
There were so many good theories from the fans out there, and that's the one thing Disney has never been good at, is listening to the fans, because there were so many good theories that they could have ran with. Now, granted, do some of them sound a little hokey to a degree? Yeah, you know what? But I think it would have been interesting if they would have used he's a descendant of Mace Windu or something like that. There could have been so many different arcs that they could have taken and made it interesting. And they just threw it all out the window for what? Mary Raiso.
Yeah, it's so stupid. And then even that dumb last one too, that they threw in that extra character. They put in new characters, and for what? They have no storyline. They went nowhere, and they're never gonna continue any of that. So what was the point of that? It's just like they really have no game plan. They've never had a game plan whatsoever. And yeah, it will slap people in the face. That's
And
it.
you know what? And the funniest thing is like getting into basically the premise of the show is they see that in the retail market that it affects merchandise
Of
so
course it
bad
does.
how shitty these shows are. And now what's going on, Curtis? Long time no see. I hope you were doing well, buddy, man. Always
What's up?
pleasure to see you.
Mhm.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm right there with you, citizen.
Mhm. Yeah.
Haven't seen it. Not going to.
Yeah. Like I said, man, they fuck it all up. And why do you think that they jumped all over Mandalorian? Because they had something that actually was able to sell, right? That Baby Yoda shit, Grogu, they had him everywhere, fucking everywhere. Every chick loved that character. Every fucking parent, you name it, anyone who watches, like, oh my god, it's adorable. And it's funny because they had no merchandise when the show aired. It wasn't until like season 2 when they started putting out merchandise, and everything flew off the shelves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Mandalorian was becoming popular until Pedo Pascal opened his mouth, and the more he opened his mouth, and then what they did to Gina, all that shit, just fucking, it's nuclear. They poured nuclear waste on their own things, you know.
Well,
And
they already had it simmering. It was already simmering, like they had poured boric acid on top of it already.
Well, yeah, like I'm done with it now. I mean, I could give a shit. Where they ended it, great. Yeah, all right. Luke has the fucking kid, beautiful. I don't think I need to see any more of this shit because one, I'm not going to support Pedro Pascal. I think the guy's a piece of shit. Well, again, I'm not spending money on this, but yeah, I got a code from somebody, but I'm not paying for that shit. Yeah, like I said, the Book of Boba Fett, I gave the first 2 episodes a shot because I just wanted to see what they were going to do, and then I was going to skip 3 altogether. I just fast forward because I wanted to laugh at the scooter gang. He's got a scooter gang with cyborgs. How fucking stupid! And then they had like the worst CGI too, because apparently there's the Hutts, the twins. I don't know, their niece and nephew, I guess, of Jabba the Hutt, and the CGI is so bad on them. It's just it's pure shit, man.
Like worse than Lucas in the special edition stuff.
On par with them.
Yeah, I've heard this one before, Luffy, where they were making comparisons to the Power Rangers, but I seen those pictures, and I never liked the Power Rangers. I'm just going to throw that out there. I was never a fan of the Power Rangers, but I got to say that the vehicles they had in Power Rangers looked better than the screenshots I've seen of the Book of Boba Fett stuff.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, the nanomachines. Yep, destroy your sense. Yeah. Sony listens to fans, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these guinea pigs up in here. Gotta love it. Sony is hit and miss. Yeah, you know what? And they're another one. They could do so much better, especially now with all these other companies doing it so wrong. You would think companies like Sony and you would think Warner or some of these other ones would look at the disaster that Disney is creating for themselves and say, hey, maybe we should do it right. No, what do you get from DC? We get let's take somebody who's been like an icon in the pages of comic books since their start, and let's get him butt graped.
Oh yeah, when you have Superman being bent over, I think it's time to hang up the fucking cape. These people, for doing that to a character, they should, if they're not fired, someone should just burn the building down and never let them work again.
I agree completely. I don't think J.J. Abrams ever had a game plan. I think his game plan was just to fight with everybody else that was going to be working on his shows.
No, well, everyone knows he can't finish anything. He's pretty good at starting projects, but he doesn't know how to end them. That's kind of common knowledge. But again, when you have the script that was being fucked around in so many different ways. Then you have shit breath Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, we need this, we need that, we need girl power, blah blah blah. What do you think he walked away from the whole fucking thing? You know? And then they had to lure him back for that third one, see if they could put a band-aid on it, and they couldn't. It's garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, they're too afraid of releasing Luke from Mandalorian season 2 as an action figure. Yeah, I don't. That to me, from what I've seen, that wasn't Luke.
Well, that's not necessarily true. They are releasing a figure that Hot Toys is doing. I've seen the photos of them. It looks good, but yeah, that is what it is. I'm sure a lot of people are going to try to get the old head sculpt and put it on the new body.
Hey, it's your buddy. It's George.
Oh, shit. It's George.
Where's Harrison at?
Let's see if Harrison's around. Hey, George. I'm done with Star Trek. I got a little bit of the coof, but I'm not dead yet. I'm still working on Indianapolis 5. Right? Is that the name of the movie? I forget. I got a lot of money to deal with Kathleen Kennedy again. Somebody shoot me. Please.
I may or may not know a few people that might be able to get that job done. There's a conspiracy going around. They've been using my good name. They smeared my good name, and they've done a lot of bad things to people. Story is coming soon.
You know what, Alec? Never mind. I think I'll crash one of my planes again and cross my fingers.
I think you got a good shot at it, kid.
Thanks.
Oh, Frank and the Shawn and Wiener Dog Clan. You got the Wiener Dogs up in here now. I love it.
Excellent.
I smell guinea pigs. Yeah, me too.
What did we smell?
They need their cages cleaned. Well, after their cages are dirty, it's not good. I can tell you that much. Pig army is growing beyond control. The assimilation has begun. I sure hope so. I hope this is the year of the pig. You hear that, YouTube? The year of the pig. What's going on, Haster? Yeah, it's always fun when George stops by. We had some good people stop in here already today. Love this, man.
For sure.
Yeah, Warner Bros. Looked at this Disney. We could do this worse than you. And it really is a shame because they were going some good places with some of the stuff that they were doing over at DC, and they were releasing all these amazing looking figures, and even with their multiverse stuff, which I'm not a big fan of multiverse stuff, but even some of those figures looked amazing.
Yeah,
and it was starting to look good, and then it just took a turn for the worst.
Yeah, I picked up a fair number of those McFarlane ones because I thought they were looking pretty cool, but now it's like, nah. Most of this shit's looking like garbage again, you know. Like I got characters that I like. That's about it. Yeah, that's the problem with all this shit too. That's like fans don't even want to collect things all the way anymore because they know what's coming, or they know with other shit that they're putting out, or these really bad versions of these characters. Instead of doing the classic stuff, like take a page out of what happened with Hasbro. People complained, like they loved the G.I. Joe figures, the classified ones, but they were putting too much modern day shit on them to try to make them look a little more, I don't know, techno-like or whatever. And people, no, go back to the original designs. And they did. They listened and they went back and they changed shit. And like they have re-releases of some of the original figures with more of a classic paint job. And they took off the extra crap that was, making the figures look cluttered,
Oh,
but
I see. You see what else we got in that chat?
What's that?
George Lucas and Harrison. What are you two doing? Get back in your closets.
Holy shit. A Walt Disney Company. Listen, nobody owns me anymore. If I want to die, I'm going to crash my plane, damn it. I'm going to crash it right onto Fauci. Oh, where's my pig? There's my pig.
Yeah, and I hear, you know, a lot of people talking about, you know, like Sony, like Curtis was saying, I like Sony and they could do better, but I respect them more than most companies. Yeah, I mean, for some of the dumb things Sony does, they do more right than they do wrong, I think. I wish they would have did Venom better. I mean, I know everybody has a soft spot for that Venom movie, but it was so far removed from the character, and I know they had to do that to a certain extent because they've got to separate it from the Marvel version of them. Even though they own the movie rights, they don't own the Marvel version of Venom. So I know they have to change it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I think they strayed just too far from the core character of Eddie Brock. That was the thing that kind of threw me off a little bit.
Well, again, the big part of that was Peter Parker was supposed to be part of his storyline, and when you take that element away, you got to do something different with it because you know it is what it is. But again, I mean, the soft spot or not, like I thought it was entertaining, you know. And it is the closest I think we're gonna get, at least for a while. They kind of proved it with, you know, the choices that they made recently. But at the same time, Sony fucking hit a home run with this last Spider-Man movie. You know, they have 75% say in what happened with that movie. They have 75% of the profits. So they did a great fucking job. And you know, my hat goes off to them. I hope they could continue making, you know, good Spider-Man franchise type movies because they still have those spin-off characters. They could still do a lot of shit. My fingers are crossed because I don't have any faith in Marvel itself, but Sony Marvel, I still have some faith in what they did. They proved that they could still make a fucking fantastic movie. You know?
Yeah, Venom in the MCU for a split second. Yeah.
Well, again, it's the reason they did it is so that they could actually, if they want to do a proper one, they still could do it. You know,
I just wish that they would just completely cut ties with Disney and say, "Hey, we're going to do things our way."
That would be great, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deals are. I don't know how they all break down. Well, I think it's still all in Sony's court. The only reason I think they keep cutting the deals because they want to play with some of the Marvel characters still, and that's the only way to do it.
I wish there was a way around that. I really do.
I know, dude. Trust me.
I keep hoping. I keep hoping that Disney just keeps going further and further in debt. Unfortunately, they have lessened their debt a little bit from what I heard somehow. I don't know how they did it with all the losses they keep piling up, but somehow they're saying that they've recuperated some of their losses. They're still close to 50 billion in debt, but because they were over, I think they were close to 70 billion at one point. Like it was getting ridiculous, and I was hoping that it was just going to keep going up to the point that maybe they would choose to sell some of those franchises. Could you imagine if Sony could have got a hold of the whole Marvel company with all the MCU stuff?
Yeah.
What that would mean for Marvel films going forward? That would have been amazing.
Oh, hell yeah. I agree. By the way, Citizen 33, the Spawn movie ain't happening. I can tell you that right now. It's been 25 years or whatever. He's been trying to get off the ground. He owes a shit ton of money still. That's why he got blacklisted in every company. He had to go with that fucking shitty Blumhouse, and now they're pushing their agendas further, and he has to comply if he wants it to get done. He doesn't comply, it's really not going to happen. And they want a female, I think, black writer to come in there and write for the black characters. He's been getting so pissed. Oh, and don't forget, Todd's supposed to direct this movie. It ain't going to get off the ground.
Yeah, I hear you, Chris. Me neither. My biggest problem is just because I don't care how small the cut is. I can't give Disney any money. I'm a hater. I am going to hate on them until I watch them burn to the ground. You know what? They probably should. I really didn't have a problem with Andrew Garfield.
He was great.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. The thing is,
I think the stories were weak, but I don't think he was that bad.
No,
I think that was when Oh, I'm sorry. When real quick, I just want to say I think the biggest problem people had with his Peter Parker was just what they did in the script for him.
Yeah. Well, again, the high school shit was the biggest mistake. I'll tell you that right now. And doing the Gwen Stacy storyline, they could have skipped past all that shit, make him an adult already, because he does have the coolness of the adult Peter Parker, the guy who already has a job at the Bugle, who he's got MJ, all that stuff. The seasoned Spider-Man, because that's what he pretty much does in this movie, and everyone fucking loved him. And that's a great thing because he is the type of Spider-Man that you want right now. Because his Peter is fucking great. It's because it isn't the high school shit. Stay away from the high school shit. His Spider-Man's fantastic. He's got the body shape for it as well. I mean, he literally he fills out the stats of what Spider-Man was in the comics. Like 5'10", 5'11" or whatever. He's got the height, the weight, the look. And the way I think he does it, his personality just fucking shines through in a great way. So I'd love to see him do more Spider-Man movies for sure.
Well, I think like even Tom Holland, when they first showed him in Civil War, I was like, okay, I can believe that's a Spider-Man by how quippy he was and everything like that at first.
Yeah.
But then they didn't continue that in the rest of the films. It was just
they put him in the shadow of Iron Man and made him a fanboy and all that other shit. It's this movie that fixes that, which is great, and you can see the direction they're going is going to be fantastic. So for me, yeah, Tom Holland, they still want to do those. That's great, but I still think they need to make more with Garfield as well, because he proved that he is a fucking fantastic, strong Spider-Man.
Oh, what's going on, awesome one? Pizza. Yeah, the Spidey quips are great. Yeah, again, and that's the way Spider-Man was in all the original comics. He was a smart ass.
He was, but he did it mostly to break the balls of the villains while he's fighting with them, and that was a good thing. He had some ball breaking he did with other characters as well, but when he was with other people, like someone like Mr. Fantastic, whatever, you could see the science part of him come out and how smart he actually is. And that's the thing that was also missing in a lot of these kind of movies and what they were doing. But Garfield Spider-Man had it. He invented his own web shooters. Same deal with Tom Holland. It's getting there. And in this movie was great too, because he used his science and his brain power to defeat a character. Outsmart them basically, which is awesome. That's what you want to see. Have them grow.
Now, who actually is it? Is it Disney Marvel that owns the rights to the Fantastic Four? Because that came over from Fox, right?
Yeah, it came over from Fox. So yeah, that should all be under the Marvel umbrella.
What a shame.
Well, if their casting is what they're saying right now, then yeah, it is a shame. But again, I have no faith in the regular Marvel ones. My only faith is in the Sony Marvel right now and the Spider-Verse stuff.
We'll see where they go with it, and I see some of the amazing toys that have probably eventually come out of it. They start doing some more of the toy lines, because some of those toys are absolutely amazing. And even like the third-party ones that you were showing, like the Doc Ock, and did you have a third-party Spider-Man too?
I had ordered one a while ago. I'm waiting for it to arrive.
Okay.
Yeah. I pre-ordered them a very long time ago, but yeah. I think they sent it. He might just be lost in the mail because of Koof. But yeah, there is a third-party one I'm waiting on. But I do. I have two legit Hot Toy ones. With I have a recast of a Tobey Maguire head on one of them. But
which was the company that got taken down? Was that Hot Toys or
no? Oh no, it was the Transformer one. Wang, what the fuck was the name of it?
Wang Key or Wang something. Yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but yeah, the ones that did the Optimus Prime that I reviewed, that big one. That company they took them out.
Avi, or I'm not even sure who that is. Shows you how much I pay attention to some of that stuff.
He's a producer from the original Spider-Man movies and Spider-Verse. It's funny, that guy has an Oscar because he's been attached to Spider-Man from day one when they put him into film. But he's the reason why he forced that Venom in the third Spider-Man movie. He's the reason why Sam Raimi couldn't finish his vision the way he wanted.
Greatest suit Far From Home. No more of that shit.
What was that?
He was saying now it's Spider-Man chooses from a Tony Stark app to create a suit.
Well, yeah, that was in the other one. But again, it's kind of spoilers, but they throw all that out the window in this movie, and it's bare bones Spider-Man at the end of the flick. So that's what's fucking awesome about it. He makes his own suit from scratch again. He has his own web shooters. He's not relying on Stark tech anymore, which is fantastic.
Yeah, why can't the Holly Weirdos make a decent Batman flick?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I from what I've seen out of the trailers with Twilight Batman there, I like everything about it except for his Bruce Wayne. And the villain designs look like shit. I don't like the
that Riddler design.
That's pure shit.
And it baffles me. Like, how can you go from the Riddler design that you got in the Gotham series, which was just a TV show, that got it so right, especially at the end of that show. At the very end, he comes out with that traditional Riddler outfit. Even the guy who was playing the Penguin looked like the Penguin from the comics. Granted, maybe just slightly taller, but he looked like the Penguin. How do you go from that to something that they're showing in this new one?
I really don't know. But from what I understand, like that guy, what's his name? Matt Reeves, the writer-director guy. Like, he had his story that he wanted to tell, which is a darker year one type of Batman, which, like I said, all that stuff does look pretty good. But yeah, doing what they did with Riddler looks like shit, and they need to give Catwoman a proper fucking mask. Not that she's wearing a ski mask with the fucking thing cut out. Like, that was stupid.
That's ridiculous. That's the ending that Tom Holland chose.
What?
He says, and what's funny is that's the ending Tom Holland chose. Sony and Disney wanted another ending.
Well, they're saying that Tom Holland had the choice for that end? Come on. No fucking way. That I find that's a hard pill to swallow.
It does look ridiculous. It looks like they took the Gimp from Pulp Fiction and they painted it green. Bring out the Gimp.
Bring out the Gimp. Holy shit.
Yeah, right. They keep shooting him in the chest. Yeah, like that's going to happen. I mean, it doesn't even take them that long to figure out where to shoot a zombie at.
Yeah.
Cowboy, what's going on, buddy? I hope you are well.
Hey, I'm just happy that the Ben Affleck Batman's gone, because I'm sick of that fucking pedo. That guy was, he hated the role. He never even worked out. Everyone was, he worked out for that Batman versus Superman. No, he didn't. I know someone who's a stunt person who was on set. They said he was a fat slob in that movie. They used a stunt double, and then they did CGI on his fucking head.
Yeah.
He was too busy getting drunk and then going to Epstein Island, him and his brother, and protecting Weinstein. Plus, I hated his Michelin Man suit. That Batman suit looked like shit. I'm sorry.
It looked
I
ridiculous.
did not like it. Yeah. It looked god awful. And every time I seen the Hot Toys too, that's my favorite Batman. I'm looking at going, that looks like a fucking baby toy. He looked like the Michelin Man. And he's ginormous on top of it. Like, compared to all the other figures in their collections, I'm like, that Batman looks out of scale. Garbage. Sorry. It's just, ugh.
Yeah, to me, that whole, especially I heard a few people talking about, they were talking about the Snyder stuff, and it's one of the reasons I still refuse to watch the Snyder movie to this day. is there was a lot of the same people that were going on and on and on about Snyderverse and the Justice League and blah blah blah, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, Batman versus Superman was a great movie and it's a good lead in and da 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 da." And I watched that thing, and that Batman versus Superman was a freaking turd.
No,
It was a steaming turd from beginning to end.
I agree. I enjoyed Man of Steel. I just didn't like the ending. I thought that whole terraforming shit was retarded and way too much destruction. Other than that, I was fine with it. I was fine with him killing General Zod. I know a lot of people bitch Superman wouldn't do that. I don't give a fuck. I enjoyed that movie, but I don't like the rest of his vision. I think the rest of his vision is pure shit.
And this Batman voice is ridiculous too.
Yeah, Affleck or.
I think he's talking about Affleck, or maybe he's talking about Pattinson. I don't know.
Well, I didn't notice him really doing much of a voice, to be honest, Pattinson. But no, I know they use like a synthesizer for Affleck. Oh, please, man, I don't want to see a fucking Batman with an ass crack for a chin either. Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Okay, yeah, he was talking about Affleck. Okay.
Yeah. Have a dead giveaway. Shit.
I hear you, Cass.
Yeah, I like the Christopher Nolan ones. 1 and 2 were, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. I love those movies. The other one I could do without, but
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't, like, I got through the first 2, no problem. I actually owned Dark Knight. I never picked up the first one for whatever reason, but when I watched that third one, from insistence of people saying, "Oh, it's great," and I watched it, and I was like, "Okay, I'm waiting to see Bane," and I was like, "Dad's Bane."
Yeah,
I was like, "Dad's Bane." I was like, "Get out of here!"
They totally fucked it up. But the thing that sucks is it's because what's his name died. Heath Ledger was supposed to be a major character in the third movie. And that's why Christopher Nolan wasn't even going to make it. He was going to stop, and the studio kept forcing him. So he said, "Fuck it." In order for him to do any other movies, like they let him do, I think what was it, the Magician movie? He did a movie in between those Batmans. Like,
was that the one about Harry Houdini?
No,
no.
It had Christian Bale in it and Hugh Jackman. The Prestige, that was it. That was a good fucking movie, but they let him do that, and then he did the Batman movie. Like he needed a break and to try to figure out how to kind of wrap up his story. So I know his hands were kind of tied anyway, but his first 2 were great because he made me give a shit about Batman. I stopped caring after, they really fucked him over in those Schumacher movies, but doing Batman Begins, like, they took it to his roots again, and they made me give a shit about the character, Plus, I really like Christian Bale. I know he overdid the voice in the last movie, but again, Begins and Dark Knight was great.
Yeah, Curtis, I agree. You need a real BVS movie, and that's the thing. They took Batman versus Superman, mixed it with elements of some other comic strips, and then threw Doomsday. Yeah, the Death of Superman, Doomsday into it, and I was like, ugh, and that whole Doomsday sequence,
retarded. But they fucked it up from day one. When you cast that really shitty fucking actor to be Lex Luthor, get out of here. What's his face? That Jesse Eisenberg fucking shit rag.
Mm-hmm.
No. Sorry, you lost me on that. On that casting alone, I'm like, nope, I'm out. I knew it was going to be shit. That was right.
So that's one thing I haven't checked out. I haven't really noticed how the Spider-Man figures were doing from this last movie.
I haven't. When they came out, I saw one figure on the pegs and never saw them again. So I would say that they are selling out.
Well, there you go. More proof that if you do it right, the merchandise will sell as well.
Yep.
And I think, quite honestly, and when they first started doing the War for Cybertron series for Transformers, that's another one. Like, at first it was selling well enough, but it wasn't really selling gangbusters until after the series dropped on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, of course.
After that series dropped on Netflix, I watched all those toys that were normally on the pegs just start disappearing.
Oh,
I still see plenty of the buzzworthy Bumblebee ones though.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I was gonna say was same thing happened with, like you mentioned before, when Cobra Kai hit. Now you can't really find those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones with them, with the Karate Kid shit. And I saw the same thing with Ghostbusters. Those figures were sitting on the shelves for a while, and when the movie hit, their fucking pegs are all empty. So, yeah, if you do a movie that's right, and they're gonna want it. Yeah, CGH. I love the Joker movie. I fucking love that thing. And I was the same way. When I saw photos, I'm like, oh no, they screwed this up. And when I saw the first trailer, I'm like, this actually looks really good. Gave it a chance, and in the theater, I was fucking blown away. That movie was so good.
Curtis YZ says a decent artsy movie, in my opinion. My take on the Joker is, for a first time watch through, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Beyond that, it's less enjoyable every single time. My brother with his memory problems, he came down and he was like, I want to watch Joker. Okay, I put it on for him. Mm-hmm. So at this point, it's already the third time I've seen it, because I watched it the first time when I bought it on DVD, and I watched it again like, well, maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm missing something, because I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was spectacular like everybody was saying. So I watched it a second time, and the value of the movie went down on the second viewing for me. I mean, not by much, but it went down a bit. And I was like, So when he watched it the third time, when I watched it, I was like, yeah, like I'm starting to really get tired of this. And a few days later, he'd forgot he ever watched it, wanted to watch it again. Mm-hmm. So, all right, I'll put it on again. So he put it on again. And then at that point, I was like, I'm really starting to hate this movie.
Well, see, that's odd. I've seen it 3 times, and I loved it every time. My favorite scene is him shooting fucking Robert De Niro in the face.
Oh yeah, that part was great. Like those scenes and everything, but everything leading up to it, it's more of a psychological.
That's it.
Like a psychological thriller, and I've never been a huge fan of those type of movies.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's why. See, I love those type of movies if they're done really well, and they got into the mind and the psyche of Joker, who's supposed to be that fucking damaged anyway. So, like, for the movie that they told, and as a fan, yeah, I really, really enjoyed the shit out of it. It's a shame that he's a little older, because like they're not going to use him on anything else, which it would have been fucking great, but they can't do anything with that. They can't do a sequel. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, they said from a jump originally it was just supposed to be a one and done. So
I know, but then shortly after, when it fucking like broke $1 billion or whatever the fuck, they're like, oh no, yeah, we're gonna make a sequel. Like, you can't make a sequel on that. Sorry, you just can't. Not without Batman, and the way that they set everything up. Like,
you see that
they could have. What? They're rebooting Quantum Leap. Oh God, yeah. No, I agree. I'm gonna say Al will be a black woman. Sam might be a Pakistani woman. Which really sucks too, man, because what's his face? The one who played Al, what's his name? He just died recently. And my friend Bram Frank, they had similar the Filipino martial arts. They had the same teacher, Remy. It's Dean Stockwell. That's it. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, Dean Stockwell. Yeah, my friend had a great connection through the martial arts. He was supposed to meet him and give him like a big award, but he passed away before it happened, which kind of sucks. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree with that. Best at combining the camp of the 60 series with the grittiness of Frank Miller. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because there wasn't much camp in it, but
just a tad here and there. And I agree with you, said it's the rewatch value. Like
Yeah.
first time through, I was fine with it. The second time, and like every time, it lessened for me of wanting to ever watch it again.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. That's a movie that you have to be in the mood to fucking watch it. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I feel like popping on a movie and just put that in. You know.
Frankie says the Joker was good the first time, but it could use an antidepressant.
True that.
The Rancor pit. I would never throw you in the Rancor pit, CGH. Guinea pigs might nibble at you, but not a Rancor pit. It can be draining. I mean, I think that's how I felt about it. It's just over time watching it.
Well, it's a long movie on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's another thing. I mean, I like a good movie that's fun to watch, and then when it's over, and you're not sitting there pondering something about it like too much longer. I mean, not to say that that's bad, but like on repeated views, there's nothing really left to ponder. So it's kind of like, was I really that entertained watching somebody be depressed the whole time? I could watch Wives of the Housewives or New Jersey or whatever. I could watch something like that if I wanted to be depressed.
Oh shit.
The final was great, but I still feel like the show Get Shorty does it better. And I was watching that at the time heavily.
Oh.
Yeah, stop with the effing reboots. Absolutely.
Yep.
We don't need them. They've proven over and over again. If you're going to bring something back, you can bring it back and bring it back to its roots. Do it right, and then cash in it properly by having merchandise and everything that flies off the shelves.
Okay.
Ghostbusters apparently did that, and that's one of the ones I wanted to see. And I just, with everything going on, I haven't had the opportunity to go see. So.
Yeah, I'm curious when they're gonna actually put those on Blu-ray and shit like that. Because I know it used to be somewhere around 5 to 6 months after they're released in theaters. They usually put them on Blu-ray, but I don't know.
I've seen a couple other ones that had released, fairly recently, and they were already sitting there on the shelves. And I was like, well, if they're there, maybe it's already out. And yeah, nowhere.
Well, yeah, that is true because you're right because of the COVID bullshit. So yeah, studios didn't know what to do. And they would have things in theaters for a little bit, and then go fuck it, we'll just put it on Blu-ray.
I mean, I understand that they want to get people going back to the theaters, but I mean that's the thing. Sometimes somebody will get home and watch it on TV and say, "Hey, watching on TV is just not the same. I want to go back and watch it in the theater again." That could work both ways.
Oh, I looked it up for you, buddy. February 1st. Ghostbusters Afterlife hits Blu-ray on February 1st.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You're welcome.
No more rain boots. Yeah, Halloween Kills. Yeah. I seen that was sitting on the shelf too. And it was like the rack was filled with them.
Fuck that.
I heard that one was bad too.
Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to watch that.
And what's funny is I just seen a really, really good like Michael Myers figure recently too. And I was half tempted to pick it up. Oh, yeah. But I decided not to at the last moment. And
it was from that movie?
No, it wasn't from Halloween Kills. It was like from one of the earlier movies, I believe.
Okay. Oh, so
the figure looked amazing. I don't remember if it was NECA that did it or.
I think it was NECA. I think they're the only ones who have the rights right now. Was it a box so you could open it? You could open up like the flap.
I believe it was.
Yeah,
I believe it
NECA.
was.
It's one of their ultimate figures.
Halloween Kills had a good soundtrack.
Did it? Let's see. When does this come out? They don't say a release date yet on the Spider-Man movie because they're still milking it right now.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. But yeah, Ghostbusters, that comes out February 1st.
Okay. And is that actually still in theaters or is it pulled?
That I don't know. You might be able to find a theater that has it, but I can't tell you 100% or not.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah.
Because maybe I can figure out a way to go see it, like when I have a day off, when there ain't nothing going on. But it just seems like every day that my wife has off where we can go out, it always seems like something else is going on.
Yeah.
You know, like today was a trip to the bank. So that took up a good portion of the day.
I hear you, man.
But and like as far as like other toys, I'm actually looking forward to see what Hasbro is going to do next with the Transformers, because I think the Kingdom line has only got another wave, maybe 2 left in it, and that series should be wrapping up. So I'm kind of curious to see where they're going to go next. You know what I did see that they just came out with?
What's that?
They started releasing Beast Wars figures.
Yeah,
Like
I've been seeing
repackaged.
Yeah. Which I wish they would update them. If they updated them, maybe, but yeah, I'm passing on them.
It was such a surprise, yeah. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to call it Maximum Overdrive. We're going to call this on this one. This was another fun stream talking about some of this stuff. I know we got a little bit off topic from just like the collectible stuff, but we like to talk about a lot of different things that are part of these franchises. I mean, granted, yeah, if it wasn't for these franchises doing it right, we wouldn't have the merchandise available. And that's one of the most important things. So we're going to get into those topics of, you know, here and there talking about this stuff. It's not going to all just always be about the toys and the older stuff. Sometimes you got to get into the heart of what makes these franchises popular enough to be able to sell the type of merchandise that we love to go and pick up, that most of us have loved since we were kids and still love today. And
sure.
Future generations need that, because if you're making garbage, the future generations are going to look at that and like, no, I'm just going to sit on my phone and play games off my phone instead. They're not going to be interested in it, and they're damn sure not going to be interested in going out and collecting anything. So,
yeah, dude, you're 100% right, and that's it, man. Because we continue this conversation because it's shit that we enjoy, and it's attached to, you know, these big franchises and stuff that, you know, we when they were still doing them right. And yeah, when they still do them right, we'll praise them, and when they do them wrong, we will whip out our big ones and slap them in the face with it.
Absolutely, the biggest ones.
That's right.
And nobody gets bigger than a guinea pig. Trust me, it drags behind us. Super fan Adam Shawhan, come party with ETEP, Black Angus, and Rookie here after the stream. Absolutely. If somebody has a link for Black Angus's channel, please drop it in the chat and make sure to hit Guinea Pig Swarm over on Black Angus channel. Let them know that we're showing them a little bit of guinea pig love. Nibble away in this chat for a bit if you can. Appreciate every single person that's come out, and you guys are the best chat on YouTube. Every single one of you. I don't even have to name you all. You know who you all are, because you're here week after week for every show that we do. You support almost every single one of us that are part of Rogue Entertainment, and I can't tell you how much we do appreciate it when you come out week after week and show us the love. Thank you so much for being here. Amen
to that. And yes, anyone who's here, you guys want to tune in tomorrow, I should be doing my stream around 5 p.m. Over at Vinnie Art. Same way you see my name right there. So go check it out if you could. And yeah, I'll have more updates on Shadow of the Kraken and all that great stuff as well. So yeah, thank you everybody. Tommy, I'm happy to be back, and it was a fantastic conversation.
No, it always is. I love doing these with you. This is like this is one of the best streams ever, because I know what to expect every week. Goodness.
Hell yeah. Amen, chat.
Thank you, Bone. I need Bangus's channel too. If somebody has Black Angus's channel, to throw it up there, let them know. Hashtag Guinea Pig Swarm. Next week we'll be back with some more discussions. If we can get Liam, if we can nail that down, I'd love to be able to talk about some of the new Masters of the Universe figures in comparison to the old ones with him. I think that would be a great topic to have for next week. If not next week, maybe the week after. We'll see how things go. If not, I've got a ton if not, I got a ton of other things that I could talk about. I'm digging out old toys every day. I have tons of these new toys that I still have yet to review, so it's not like I'm at a lack of material to actually run with. So remember, guys, stop by Vinnie's tomorrow. If you don't remember the link or if you missed it, Bones got it right there in the chat. Also, check out Shadow of the Kraken and check out all of Vinnie's other projects like Through the Woods, City of Venus. It's all listed in the description down below like it is every single week. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next week. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see many of you tomorrow on Vinnie's channel. Y'all have a good one. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent.
That's right.
This is where we hold them! This is where we fight!
You're not gonna get me without a fight.
Not praising anymore. It's not like, oh, look, it's the road leader.
Hey everybody, Wes Moody of the West Moody Webcast here.
Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter.
I guess I'm the camel toe. I don't know. Anyway,
As you see it on screen right now, at Vinnie Art.
I'm of the place to be reviews. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, nibbling off toes.
Strange mysteries and hidden histories of the world.
What's happening, savages? This is a mortal coil.
I am author Stephen Walton, the fandom menace historian, your historian.
I am the patriot journalist, Drew Taylor, aka Supreme Heretic.
By taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Here comes the silence.